aesthetics. So now they want ki your windows should also look like aesthetically match with your interior, match with your exterior design. That's why this become an architectural element of a building also. So earlier there is a wider, bigger sections will be used in your windows. Then the architects and the market demands to make a sleeker, a minimal design, just because to make a aesthetic view of your homes. So that's the purpose. These are three basic purpose required for your windows. So here we talk about first, in generally we will talk about difference between UPVC and aluminum system windows, and then we will discuss about difference between your conventional aluminum windows versus system windows. So you all are already working with aluminum windows, and some of you are also will be dealing with the UPVC windows. So can tell a difference between UPVC window and aluminum windows. Any difference start. It's not a right or wrong. It's about just a discussion. More discussion, more awareness will be there in between the team.
So the
UPVC.
strength wise,
Yeah, strength. One is a strength.
अपना एल्यूमिनियम ज्यादा बेटर होता है कंपेयर देन
Hmm,
यूपीवीसी.
good.
हाइट वाइज हम लोग ज्यादा जा सकते हैं एल्यूमिनियम में कंपेयर टू यूपीवीसी.
Hmm,
विड्थ वाइज भी हम लोग एल्यूमिनियम में विड्थ अच्छी दे सकते हैं कंपेयर टू यूपीवीसी. कलर्स
correct.
ऑप्शन इज मोर ऑप्शन
Yes,
इन
the finishes.
कंपेयर देन यूपीवीसी.
Yes, correct. Anyone
एंड
else?
I think the life also of aluminium is higher compared to UPVC.
Yes, that's another good point. More, anyone will say?
Resale value is better. I think it's 100% recyclable in aluminium, not the same for UPVC.
Correct. That is an additional advantage. Okay, when you will be selling your windows after 20 years, you will be getting the price almost 100% you can get.
yes, yes.
The aluminum rate it will increased in 20 years. So that was an advantage while using aluminum. So the difference which you have told, the strength is already the important point where your aluminum system is more strengthened as compared to your UPVC. Yes, Mohammed, you're telling something? Okay. So the strength is your first parameter where the two different material has a different because different material has a different properties. UPVC is kind of plastic material and aluminum is a metal. Always metal will be having better strength as compared to your plastic component. In the metal, you can get smaller size or sleeker shape as compared to getting the strength. So sleeker design giving you a better strength, but in UPVC or plastic component, you will be having a wider size to maintain the strength of your windows. Another point, you have to use a GI reinforcement as an additional component in your UPVC. But in
Yes.
aluminum windows, you don't need any kind of GI reinforcement unless until the extreme condition is required. So the problem of corrosion in your GI that can be in your UPVC because if any kind of water can be go inside your system, it can corrode your GI profile. But in aluminum system, you don't have use any GI sections, so it will be corroded free or rust free. Then the coating in UPVC, you have a minimum shades, three or four shades you have available in your UPVC. But in aluminum, you have a multiple shades. So that's an advantage. Third, in UPVC, the quality of joineries are different. In UPVC, you can see that is a welded joints. You can make a welded joints. But in aluminum, you have a mechanical joints. So mechanical joints Here your maintenance is maintenance cost will be less. In aluminum, you can easily open your window, unlock your corners, change the profile if some scratch is observed or dent is observed, or you want to replace your glass, you can easily do all those things. But in UPVC, the entire system is based on your welded joint. So whenever you have to break the welded joint for your maintenance, that is additional cost, and you cannot done this a proper finishing in on the site. So another thing, the crack are easily developed on your UPVC material and the jointeries, because you have to undercut the corners to clean up. So that will be giving the lower thickness at the jointeries, and that can be easily cracked down at longer duration of usage. But that can be avoided, or that cannot be happening in your aluminum system windows. So that are the basic difference. And then the hardwares also. In UPVC you have a co-extruded gaskets, but in aluminum system windows we have our separate gaskets. So that is another advantage कि वहाँ पे आपको gasket है, but UPVC will say that was the advantage for them कि we will be getting a co-extruded gaskets. But co-extruded gasket के अंदर अगर gasket की quality issue होती है, later compress करते हैं, you need to change the entire profile. But here something is happened, you need to change the gasket only. The cost of replacement is much lower as compared to UPVC. So these are the basic differences which we are talking about of UPVC and aluminum system windows. Another recyclable. UPVC, if you see, there are multiple UPVC brands which are not recyclable properly. They have a lead, they are not lead free. So they are not good for your environment. But as compared to aluminum, it is 100% recyclable. So you can recyclable easily, and you can get a resale value also as a scrap also when you will be selling. So these are the advantage of your aluminum system window over the UPVC. The one advantage of UPVC is over aluminum is only your acoustic, or you can say thermal insulation, because the entire material is UPVC. So the heat transfer between inside and the outside is only the UPVC material, which is non-conductor. So there is no transfer of heat will take place. So that is a good, or you can say is the main advantage of UPVC window as compared to aluminum windows. To overcome of this challenge, you have your material is the maximum or majority of a part of your window is glass. So if you have a correct selection of a glass, you can reduce the heat reduction. So if you can go with a DGU, you can have a better insulation property in your house. So that can be the point that where you can overcome this advantage of UPVC. But still UPVC is on the hard side as compared to your, yeah, Yarship.
Uh, Amirji, I've heard that UPVC does better even in corrosive environments like coastal areas. Is that true, or just want to
It's
understand?
true. It's
Okay,
true because it's a plastic. It's not corroded. First
okay,
of all, understand. It's a plastic component. It cannot corrode. But aluminium or a metal, any kind of a metal which will be on the seashore where the salted air or environment, that will be going to be impacted. That's why we have a good quality of powder coatings. So we are using exonable powder coats. So that is the 10-year of warranty at the back end by the powder coater. Not by the Eternia, but from the powder coater. So you will be getting a better quality of powder, which will be which can sustain in the salty environment, or that can be safer. That will not avoid any kind of corrosions. So your metal is already good, but as compared to local suppliers, local window makers, they are not using the good quality of powder.
got
So
it.
if they are using the low quality local powders, so that can be later on the quality of the powder that can hamper your product, because the thickness of your coating that need to be minimum 60 to 80 microns.
Got
If the
it.
thickness is lower than 60, that means it easy to corrode. So because it will easily get exposed to your direct exposed to the environment. So the proper thickness of coating, quality of powder, and the application of your windows, that is very important, the fabrication quality. each jointeries, each and everything with proper silicone and sealed. So it will avoid the direct contact of environment or moisture with your metal to avoid any kind of corrosion.
Understood.
So,
Understood.
but in the UPVC, you don't have that kind of a issue. But in GI also, but if you are inserting a GI, that is another issue. If there is any kind of a screw holes from where the water is penetrating to the system, again, your strength material is your GI, which is getting corroded, and then your window will be getting weaker. So, and another one, you can say a disadvantage of UPVC is as a customer is unaware about the thickness of GI used in your window, whether he is inserted the GI correct thickness of GI or not. The customer don't know because window is complete assembled. You cannot check after the fabrication. So here, most of the local fabricators, they are cheating to their customers. Even if they have a scarcity in the stock availability of a correct thickness of GI, they are using lower thickness of GI instead of the correct thickness. So again, he is saving the money. He can compromising the strength. So here he is doing some mismatch which is not correct. But in UV aluminum windows, nothing can be hide. It is visible to everyone. So that is another point.
Got it.
Any question regarding till now with the difference between UPVC and aluminum?
Thank you. All good here. All good here.
Okay, so we'll continue with the conventional system windows versus aluminum system windows. So now the difference comes with the local window suppliers. So they are using low end price. Customer is likely to buy the low end product, but the quality of that product is automatically is not same as the system windows. So what are the difference we can identify between the conventional aluminum window system versus system windows? So in conventional aluminum, if you see, they are local extrusions. First of all, you are not aware about the quality of extrusion that can be used of the alloy which you are saying ki you are 6063 alloy you are using, that will be a mixture of scrap material. The quality of extrusion is not that good. If the quality of extrusion is bad, there's two issues. Once the coating issue will be there. The absorption of material on the metal is poor, and that can cause later on a corrosion issues. But if the material is a virgin, good quality of your extrusion, your absorption is better in the metal, and then you have a better quality of coating, and the life of your window will get more. But in local windows, you cannot identify the grade of aluminum is using, whether it is T6, T4, whatever the market player is saying, he will sending you, supply you. Another thing, they don't have that kind of machine facilities in their fabrication because they are small fabricators. They are using a small one head cutting machine or double head cutting machine with a low quality. Though the precision of, or you can say calibration of the machineries is more important. If you have a low calibration machines, that means the cutting angles, cutting degrees, bars available in your joints. So all the joints will be, you can easily see the gaps, you can easily see the burrs, multiple factors. But if your calibration is correct, means if it is 45 degree, that means on two part 45 40 will make a 90 degree with the correct seamless joint. So that is a good quality of machineries will be used in the system windows. But in the low end, you have a poor quality of joineries. Again, the hardwares, which the system companies, each hardware has been developed for a particular product, for particular segment, for particular cavity. बट इन द लोकल दे आर ट्राइंग फिटमेंट मेथड कि ये फैक्ट्री से कहीं से लेके आए बैठ रहा है लगाएंगे दे विल फिट इट और एल्स दे विल चेंज इट और दे विल नॉट फिक्स दैट पर्टिकुलर रिक्वायरमेंट सो देयर इज नो there is no right way to do normal conventional windows because There is no guidelines. They have to follow this. Nobody going to check all those things. But in the system windows, you have a manual, you have a design team, you have a QC team. There are multiple checking factor where each and every component has to be installed till the time it will be handed over to the customer. The quality of that, all the component, of all the hardwares, all the plastic accessories to be there required for the correct performance. Our system windows will be the tested windows. So if we are saying it will be tested for 2 kPa, it will test it for 1.5 kPa. That means our window withstand that particular wind load. But non-conventional, or you can say the normal conventional local windows, they are non-tested windows. They are not aware whether it will going to pass or not. They can do max to max a structural calculation, theoretical structural calculation whether their system is getting pass or not. But as an end customer in the retail market, nobody is checking your structural calculation. They are not aware how what they need to check. So they are not aware about it. So there they can make any kind of changes in their calculation show that is getting passed, but that's not the correct way. But in system windows, each and everything will be done through the software. Each and everything has been defined at the backend where the IX value checking the deflection whether the material is getting passed or not. That's why in multiple of cases we are saying it the back to back coupling is not possible. That means back to back of two frame making a one window is not possible because the IX value of your profile is lower. So in that scenario, you need to use a coupling tubes. You have 100 by 50 tube, or you can have the more than that particular size of that coupler is required. In that scenario, the MS is also required, but MS is not currently or presently we are offering. So those are the criteria which is automatically checking in your softwares. But in the local, they are not able to check all those things, and they are supplying based on their experience. The quality of hardware, they are picking the lowest cost product in from the market and fixing their on the windows and supplying to the customer. But we are providing those hardware which has been tested for particular 50,000 cycles, 30,000 cycles based on the IS standards. So our product or our hardwares are tested based on standards. But in local, they are not tested windows or tested hardwares. So there is an issue with those hardware's quality. Another thing, hello. So these are the various important parameters which will be differentiate between the local window versus aluminum system windows. Now we will move toward the series of Eternia and some general points which will be required at the time of sales. So we will cover that. I'm sharing my presentation. So this we have already done aluminum versus UPVC, aluminum versus traditional aluminum system. This is also key. What is the trends की डिमांड विंडोज की क्यों है सोलर कंट्रोल चाहिए क्यों चाहिए सेफ्टी सिक्योरिटी चाहिए डेकोरेटिव चाहिए ड्यूरेबिलिटी चाहिए सो दीज आर द पैरामीटर विच विल बी रिक्वायर्ड फॉर योर विंडोज whenever window is opted by any customer he seeks these four parameters to be fulfilled by your window irrespective of any company product they need कि भाई सोलर कंट्रोल हो सेफ्टी हो aesthetically it should look good and durability हो long run के लिए हो that's why they are asking for your warranties they are asking about your thickness they want to कितना front side elevation में कितना दिख रहा है visibility area they want to understand so that was the aesthetic part then they want a laminated guard they want multi-point lock that comes under the security purpose and then you have a glass selection of glass that is under control solar control whether they need a solar control toughened security glass or they can have any kind of other glass This is a small weather context मतलब कि how's the weather will be cyclone has been recorded for last 50 years. So this is the data where you see the India is the fourth position of the cyclones. So we have in last 50 years we have got 170 cyclones. So as the year passes, you cannot know कि the temp weather will remain same as it is or not. We all are offering a product for another 10 years, 20 years, or expected to be used till 25 years or 30 years. But we cannot predict the environment for another next 50 years or next 10 years. So the demand or the market or climate is changes day by day, and as India is the fourth position in cyclone, that means your window need to be more stronger to withstand. That's why the system window tested required in the market, so that we can know keep our window can withstand up to 2.5 kPa. Each area, each location has different wind speeds that can easily be available on your Google. So when the wind speed we know, after knowing the building size, length, width, height, we can calculate the wind load of particular that location. In window maker, this feature is automatically involved. So whenever you put in the location, putting the sizes, you will get automatically wind loads in the system. और बाय डिफॉल्ट इफ यू नो कि हाँ मेरे एरिया के अंदर 1.5 kPa आता है और 1500 पास्कल, so that can they can put normally manually भी they can put directly. So here you can identify कि आपका सिस्टम withstand करना चाहिए पर्टिकुलर एक हायर विंड लोड के लिए. If we talk about percentage, you see last 24, 33, 27, 30, 58, लास्ट 20 से लेके 19 तक में it will be raised to from 30 to 58. This is the percentage of cyclone increase in last 10 20 years. So major impact. So design the system. If we talk about the temperature, so in 1820s to 2020, if we talk about the temperature rise in each metro city is increased. If you see the all are getting red and red, that means more hotter. So your window should or your glass specification should be as to make good thermal insulated windows. So that's about just a general perspective about the environment, so that you can aware about ki why you require a better quality of windows in your house to protect over the next 20 to 30 years. So you need a better windows. So if we talk about windows and door, there is a two difference between the windows and door. Windows is only required for light and air pass, but people cannot move through the windows. So the bigger opening from where the people can pass through, that called door. So this is the difference between the door and the windows. There is a basic two categories of windows that can called sliders and the casement. So all in the market, different typologies, different segments, they come under only two categories. One is called casement category, other is called slider series. In slider you can have a lift and slider, tilt and slide, minimal, basic slider. So all kind of slidings that come under the sliders. And the casements, you can see the fixed windows, openable door, window, ventilators, tilt and turn, sliding, folding. This all come under the casement. And then it is getting subdivided at different levels. If you talk about the openable, so it will become side openable, bottom hung, top hung. These are the openables. Then if you talk about the side hung, then it will be a single sash or it can be a twin sash. If we talk about the mullion के साथ में fix or this movable fixed mullion के साथ में, so there is a multiple segment, and then again it can be divided into further segment, and other it can divide into further segment. So major is two categories, slider and the casements. These are the various typologies which we have talked previous slide on the previous slides. You can see this is called openables. This is called sliding. This can be a French openable. Both shutter can be openable. This is called top hung window. This is called tilt and turn. This is called top hung windows. This is called sliding. This is center fixed sliding panels. Tilt and turn, tilt and slide, sliding a center opening, foldable. This is fixed window or combination with openable. So these are the various small combination which will be visible on the screen. Rest, you have a multiple end type, you have a bay windows, you have a rotatory window, you have arc windows, you have sliders, a slimline. So multiple type of windows are there. And now we talk about some nomenclature which will be normally used by the civil engineers or by the architect. So this the nomenclature you will be easily seeing in your day-to-day life.
Yes, ma'am.
So if we talk about this, the top portion where the window is screw at the top portion, this surface is called a lintel.
I just
And the
confirm.
bottom
I think
surface
I
where the
confirm
window is installed on the
everything.
bottom, this is called sill level.
Call it done. Yeah, I'll confirm it again.
And the left or right portion where the window frame is fixing, this vertical portion is called jamb. So there are uh, three terminologies you normally using the sill, lintel level, and the jamb side. So these are the basic nomenclature which you'll be using in your industries. Now we talk about the window components. We talk about fixed window. So this is called the outer, which will be fixing on the perimeter of your openable, your opening. The opening perimeter, this frame which will be visible is called outer frame. And the center portion, if you see this member is coming on the horizontally and the vertically also one member is coming on the both side. This member, vertical member is called mullion and horizontal member is called transom. So these are the two different profiles are there. And then if you see this openable part, which we call openable part, this is called as sash or you can call it shutter. So this is normal, this. And then if you see in the bottom, this there is no member is there. But if there is any member, it's called with threshold, without threshold, flush threshold. So here bottom member which will be coming in between the doors, that's called the threshold. Now we talk about the sliding. In sliding, if you see the outer frame is the frame which will be fixing on the perimeter. Then you have a shutter which will be sliding one. This is the two shutters which will be sliding. So these are called sash or shutter. And the interlock, these are called interlock. The center part or mullion or this is center, you see, this is called interlocks. So interlock are two type, inside and outside. The outside can be a projected one, outside cannot be a projected one or flush one. Inside is your flush or inside is also projected. So different type of interlocks are available based on different companies, based on different series. So these are called a normal interlock. And then this side where the handle is getting fixed, this is called handle section, the vertical handle section. And this you see these horizontal members and the vertical member, this is called Georgian bars. So these are the Georgian bars we called. So this is the basic component which we'll be using in the slider, and previous one was for the casement.
हाँ भाई.
Till now, any doubt?
हाँ हाँ हाँ. विश्वा विश्वा.
अभी तक कोई डाउट किसी को?
हाँ हाँ. ओके. नंबर भेजो. नंबर भेजो उन्हें.
Anyone? विकास, ऋषभ,
या अमृत जी,
रियाज?
आपने एक बीच में फ्लश
Yeah.
बोला था. पहले पहले वाले स्लाइड में यू सेड फ्लश व्हेन यू वर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस. आई मीन सेकंड वाले में आई डिडंट अंडरस्टैंड फ्लश ओवर हियर.
What is the flush means? That means the inside and the outside, floor level, and the member which will be coming in between. That
हाँ हाँ.
all come under the same level.
गॉट इट. गॉट इट.
There's nothing comes on the floor.
ओके.
Okay. Here you see there is no member is coming. So
करेक्ट.
this is without threshold.
या
Okay.
या.
If we talk about sliding folding, in sliding folding, the rollers will be on the track. So that profile which will be used for the bottom track, that will be going to insert in the floor.
ओके.
If it is a 50 profile, that means 50 of cut in the floor and that will be flushed in the floor. That means outside level or inside level of the floor will remain same, and the middle member which will be in between,
हाँ.
that will be concealed inside the floor.
गॉट
So
इट.
there is nothing obstruction on the floor level.
अंडरस्टूड.
So that is called flush. So that means the member which is that is flushing with the inside and outside member of your floor.
गॉट इट. गॉट इट.
Got it? That was. Now we see some component, hardware components. There are a lot of more, but the specifically these are the components which will be used. This is called this is called corner clips. This is corner clip. This is the shape. This can be extruded one. This can be this kind of also. So there's a multiple type of corner clips are in the market. So this is one of the type this which will be fixing your shutter in even you it will be using in outer frames. This is the gaskets. This will be size or design will be changing based on your outer frames. So this is the gasket. The purpose of this gasket is to cover the gap. Otherwise, dust will be accumulating in the this cavities. To avoid that, we will be putting this kind of gasket. This is called rollers. So you have a multiple type of rollers, single roller, double roller, adjustable rollers. So that has been fixing in your shutter bottom. So you can have always one pair of rollers on single shutters. Each roller has a different weight capacity. So the roller is decided based on the weight capacity of your shutter. This is called striker. This is the nib. If you see, this is the nib which will be going to be fixed on your lock body, and this is your receiver. This lock portion will be going to be locking this. This part will be fixing in this cavity, and this will be your handle part. When you will be moving up and down, this notch or this nib will be inserting in between this to lock and unlock. So this is the basic something. This is called center seal. So this will be putting in between this gap at the interlock position. This will be going to fix. So there's no insect can move from outside to inside. This will be a prevention. And then this is called bump stopper, or you can say buffer stoppers. So when you move your slider panel toward the other slider panel, so this will obstruct that movement. Otherwise that panel will hit to your frame. So this will be making cushioning effect. So these are the basic few hardware components. This is the handle which I am talking about. This is the handle, and this is your nib. So this is the called BSM lock. So this is the main lock body. This is the cover cap. You can see this is coming on the outside face like this, and this inside one will be this is called BSM. So and this bolt is called a mishandling. This is a bolt, duo bolt. So this will be fixing as a mishandling when it will be getting pressed. So stack can move and up and down. Otherwise, it cannot move. And this is your nib, which will be inserting and for the locking purpose. And this is your receivers. This is called junction plugs. These are all junction plugs. So the junction plug which will be coming on the handle side. This is your handle side where you will be fixing your handle. So this is called handle junction plug, and the this is called interlock. So at interlock position, wherever the junction plug is coming, it's called interlock junction plugs. And this is your interlock cap, which will be visible from the outside. This is visible from the outside. This part will be going inside, and this cap is called interlock caps. This interlock cap will be projective one. If the interlock is projective one, this kind of a cap is required to cover the cavity. And in the casement, if you see, this is the corner plate, normal corner plate. This is called hinge, and you have a friction strip, and then this is called a cream-on lock. You can have a cockspur handle, or you can single point lock, and then you have a double door handle. So these are the various handle which you are using in the casement. If we talk about the glass, so these are the few glass terminology used by the industry. A single glass or SGU, single glass unit. So that was a single glass. We always offer toughened glass. We are not offering any annealed glass. Annealed glass is exclusive required when the size is too small where the toughening is not possible. That scenario we are giving the annealed. Otherwise, we are offering always toughened glass. So whenever we are talking about the glasses, we are talking about the toughened glass. So this is a toughened glass. This is a single glass. That means a single piece of a glass. This is double glass. That means the two glasses sandwiched together with the spacer tape. That is called double glass unit. So the glass thickness can be vary 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 6. So these are the different glass thickness can be used. The spacer has a different thicknesses. For example, 8 mm, 10 mm, 12 mm. So means if we talk about 20 mm glass, that means 5 mm outer glass, inside is 5 mm glass, the center will be your 10 mm spacer. So 5, 10, 5, that is called DGU glass. Then we talk about the laminated glass, which is come under the security glass also. So in the laminated glass, you have two glasses sandwiched together with the lamination layer. So lamination layer are of two types. One is your PVB, another is your Sentry Plus. PVB is a cheaper one, Sentry Plus is expensive. PVB is normally used in your windows, but Sentry Plus is used majorly for your skylights, majorly for your railings, because Sentry Plus is more stronger as compared to PVB. So the selection of the glass is more important. The thickness of the glass can vary 6, 6, 6, 5, 5, 5, 8, 8. So different glass thickness can be used with the lamination. Lamination thickness will be vary based on the thickness. For example, in PVB we start with 1.52 mm, then you can go with 2.28, or you can have a Sentry plus 0.8 mm or 1.5 mm. So these are the Sentry. Then it is DGU laminated. That means the combination of this glass plus this glass means double glass and a single glass. This, so when you are laminating the single glass plus DGU with the lamination, that will become the DGU laminated. Frosted glass, where the frosting can be as a acid etch or it can be a sandblasted. So this is called frosted glass. This is opaque glass. You cannot see through the glass. You can see only the shadow. You cannot have a clear vision. Then some is one tinted glass. Tinted glass is kind of a reflective glass. There's a different tinted are available, gray tinted, different blue tinted, green tinted. So different tinted glasses are there in the market. Reflective glass is your where the majority of this is kind of a back painted glasses. So majority of light and everything will be reflective outside, and inside you don't have anything. Well, from outside at the day you can see the glass color, but in the night you the glass will be see through. So from outside you can see inside also. So that is a reflective glass. Then one is glass called a switchable glass. Switchable glass is majorly used in your commercial buildings, in a conference room or somewhere where the people want privacy in the meeting room. So when the remote is on, that means this glass will be switched on. That means this glass become opaque. You cannot see through this glass. But after the meeting, you want it to be clear it, you switch off the glass and then this glass will become clear. So people can see through now. So this is called switchable glass. Then there is one type of glass where you have a, you say this blinds. So in DG you have a blind option also. You can have a blind which can be a remote blind or manual, or you can have a automatic. These are the various glasses. Here it is a image reference. You can see this is called a single glasses. The single glass is available in 5 mm, 6 mm, 10 mm, 8 mm, 12 mm. These are the single glasses. Above 12 mm, there is no glass thickness is available in the market. Then you have a DG glass. So you have a make a combination with these glasses with a spacer. So you have a spacer with a limitation of 8, 10, 12, 16. So these are the spacers. So always recommended, whenever you are taking the thickness of the glass, you need to 2x the size of your spacer. Means if you are taking 5 mm glass, you need minimum 20 mm, 10 mm spacer. If you are using a 6 mm, you need minimum 12 mm spacer. 8, you will need minimum 16 mm spacer. So always the glass thickness into 2 is the spacer thickness. Most of the cases I have seen the glasses have wrong selected by the dealers. They are selecting 5, 8, 5, 6, 8, 6. 8 is not the correct spacer selection. Always use minimum 10 mm spacer or go with a 12 mm. So that is more important to understand. Then this is the lamination which I am talking about. This is the layer which is called PVC, PVP layer or Sentry layer. These two glasses will be getting sandwiches. This is a railing, glass railing. You can see this kind. This is a laminated glass. Now we have a duranium. There's three thing which will be USP for your Eternia. One is duranium. Second is your Viva scoring. And third is your warranty, service warranties. So if you talk about duranium, duranium is an alloy specially designed by Hindalco engineers and made aluminum more stronger as compared to normal alloy. The family of this duranium is 6063 only. Only alteration in a magnesium quantity in the system to make it more, or you can say increasing the yield strength of your profile to make 1.5 times more stronger than normal alloy. So that is your duranium material. It is slimmer, stronger, sustainable. This is this video I think you have all seen, but I will repeating it. I think I need to reshare it.
Hi, I am Professor N.M. Anup Krishnan from the Department of Civil Engineering, IIT Delhi. I work at the intersection of computational modeling, materials, and artificial intelligence and machine learning for materials discovery. Windows form an essential part of our home. But do we know how these windows are designed? Researchers from Hindalco and IIT Delhi got together to discuss this. More importantly, what is the role of aluminum and different types of aluminum in governing the strength and durability of these windows? Interestingly, Hindalco had developed a patented aluminum alloy, duranium, so we wanted to also test how duranium windows will perform in comparison to the standard aluminum windows. We actually created windows and tested in lab and then made computer models for these windows using finite element methods and other numerical methods. To evaluate these models, we considered aluminum 6063 and the duranium alloy. Duranium failed at a load 1.5 times higher than that of the aluminum 6063 windows, which essentially means that duranium can take 1.5 times the wind load of the regular alloy. What does this mean? This means that even thinner sections of duranium can take as much load as regular 6063 aluminum alloy. The results were really exciting to us. We decided to share it for the benefit of the larger community. The work was written up as a paper and was published in the Journal of Building Engineering, which is a high impact journal in the field of civil engineering. The researchers, who are peer reviewers, really appreciated the work and highlighted the benefit of this for the society.
So that was all about duranium. Now the second point, that is Aviva. This is another patented uh, method to identify the windows scoring window is best suited to your requirement or not. So Viva is wind, water, air. That means your window need to be tested against wind, water, air, and we are taking that parameters which will be receiving with against wind, water, air, and putting in an algorithm and finding out the actual scoring of your product. So this is another advantage of Viva in the entire history of door and of fenestration industry. Only Eternia is think about to giving a window some scoring factor which will be a unique way to measure the performance of your window irrespective of should we talk about this other windows, or in the layman language you can easily understand that this is the 8 or 9 similar kind of electronic items where you will be getting star rating, 5-star ratings. So the product is 5-star, that means it's a high saver product, and if you have a 3-star or 2-star, it's a using high energy consumption. So similarly in the Viva scoring also we will be giving a figure from 0 to 10. So these are the various series which we are using in your in Eternia luxury, premium, and essential. All product is having different like lifted sliding, folding slider, casement slider, casement, different series, and each series is having a different set of we were scoring. So that means it is, if it is 7, 8, 9 or 8, 9, 10, that means the product is very good, suitable for higher wind load, higher wind pressure, higher water tightness. So another is your Green Pro certificate. So what is Green Pro certificate? It is IGBC Green Pro certified. Your product is a green product. That means whenever some builder or building segment who is making a green building, or you can say he is taking some kind of subsidiary or some benefits from the government by saying that his building is green building, so he need to use all the green certified products in their building. In each area, whenever he use any kind of a green certified product, he is earning some points, and cumulative point is required to qualify for green building project. So our product is a green certified, so he will get the benefit of earning that point while using our product. Then we have a warranty. So we have a 12-year warranty on your profile and 5-year warranty on hardwares. So we will be giving 5-year warranty on hardwares. We talk about our presence as Hindalco. We are a Hindalco. We have an integrated supply chain mechanism. You can assume in the entire India only the Eternia is the factory, or you can say company who is taking, or Hindalco is taking raw material in form of ores and supplying end product as a window. This complete thing or processing will be under one roof, means under the Hindalco. We are not taking an extrusion from third party or any other company. We are not taking fabrication. Nothing will be doing any other company. It will be all under the one roof. So we have 4 extrusion unit in Hindalco. One is in your Renukoot, Silvassa, Alupuram and Kuppam. Majorly our product essential series is coming from the Renukoot, and the other material which is duranium, which is coming from Alipuram or Kuppam, and now some part will be coming from the Silvassa also. We have a different areas. We have a warehouse like in NCR. We have a Faridabad. In Mumbai it is a Bhiwandi. In Gujarat is a Mundra. In Kolkata, in a Bangalore, we have different warehouses. So these are the various facilities available in Pan India. Then we have 3 series. Today we will be covering Dura Slim Edge and Dura Slim. Essential we will covering tomorrow. So if we talk about lift and sliding folding, so this is the luxury product which will be called ETL-SF. ETL-SF means the max is a slide. ET means Eternia, L is luxury, SF means sliding folding. If we talk about test parameters, so this product is tested for 800 Pascal, or you can say zero point 0.8 kPa. Water tightness is 300 Pascal, air tightness is 300 Pascal. So this product is tested for 300 Pascals. Why this product is tested only for 300 and air is 300? Because there is a multiple joints, so the performance of this product is low. That's why the wind structure is also 0.8 kPa. If you talk about the overall scoring is 7. So this product is not suitable for the high rises or at the higher wind load area. So never propose this product in the high wind zone, because this is only designed for zero point 0.8 kp. Another point, your size limitation. This product is limited to 3-meter height. Single sash will be 1000. Minimum size of a sash will be 700. Minimum size of the height of a sash will be is 2 meter. So this is the basic sizes which will be made in ETL-SF. The maximum thickness of glass can go up to 32, but that will limit it to 80 kgs. If the shutter size or the weight will goes beyond 80 kg, you cannot make your window. So the system should be under 80 kgs. So always check the weight of a shutter with the glass. It should come under 80 kgs. Otherwise, please don't offer, because the hinges capacity is only 80 kgs. So you cannot go beyond that weight limit. you have two type. These are different typologies. Yeah, Rishabh.
So is it weight per sash or weight for the overall system?
Per sheet. Per
Okay,
sheet.
and one more follow up. What is sight line?
Sir, and I will go in the next slide. I will
Sure,
show
sure,
you
sure,
in the next slide.
sure.
Okay. So this is the typologies which will be we are offering. So you should understand how this typology is working and what that means. If you talk about 330 633, what that means. That means if you talk about 330, the first digit is called total number of panels. 3 is the first digit, so that means total number of panels is 3. In the next image you see this is your 6. That means your total panel is 6. So here you have a 6 shutters, so use a 6. Here is your 6, this total panel is 6. Here total panel is 7, here is total panel is 5. So the first digit is always indicating your total number of panels. Second and the third digit. The second and third digit giving you the reference number of panels which will be moving toward left or right. So the second digit will be indicating left movement and third digit is indicating the right movement. So the second movement is 3, means all three panels will move toward left, 0 on right side. Here 3 means 3 is moving on toward left, 3 is moving rightward. Here is a 5 panel is moving toward left, 1 panel is moving on right. 7 means all 7 panels is moving on toward left, 0 panel is moving on the right. Here is 5 panels moving on the left and 0 panels moving on the right. So this is the nomenclatures and identification of the movement of your shells. How many shutters will be moving on this which side. Now we talk about the sidelines. So this is the top section, this is the bottom section. Okay, in the bottom section if you see this is 148 mm will be visible with respect to outer frame plus your shutter. This combined visible area will be 149 or 148 mm. So this is 148 mm will be visible on the top. In the bottom is it's a 78 mm because this is called a flush threshold. Here you can see this is coming inside the floor. This is your floor level outside, this is your floor level inside. This all remains same and this will be coming inside your floor. So this is the flush threshold, this is with threshold because there is a one member is coming and the same top profile is rotating in the bottom. This is the top profile which will be coming in the bottom also, and this is the additional tube is required just to make the height adjustment of your rollers. So this total height in the threshold option condition it will be coming 100 mm. In the flush threshold it will be 79 mm. There's a huge difference between the cost of this one and this one. So always select the correct or provide the correct information when you will be getting the quotation, whether it is a flush requirement or it is a with threshold requirement. Otherwise, your price will getting differ at later stage. So always keep in mind.
I have a question here,
Yeah,
Vikas from Kolkata.
yeah, Vikas.
Uh, as you said, there's a cost implication to different, these two
Series.
options. So how much is it, and how
It's
much do
all
you control over and above application wise?
Means normally people want majorly ki they have an excess of 50 mm in the flooring. Okay, when they have an excess in the flooring, you can opt for the flush. And people want only majority cases which we have seen that people want the flush option because nothing is obstructing at the floor level. So this cost is almost 40,000 to 60,000 higher price as compared to that one because of this product. This we are not extruding in house. This will be taking as a hardware component, and similarly this will be as a hardware component. So this part is a cheaper one. This is on the higher side. Here the problem is you will be obstructing 100 mm on the floor. So people don't want 100 mm obstruction on the floor level. So the application is different for the different application. So majorly people want a floor in with a flush option, but if they have there is a level difference inside and outside, they want to fix this, so they can have this kind of a product where they will be using this with threshold option. All shutter will be moving inside only. We are not offering any outside openable. So these all are inside movement. So all panel will be moving inside and then it will be sliding. So that will be your in this. Another point to note is this profile is come by default is a natural silver. This is silver is coming. This is coming under silver anodized, natural anodized. And this part, this is the top rail. This is also come with this. It is not a different part. This will come with this is a standard pack So if it is coming this flush one, that means it will be coming in the silver, and this is also silver. But when you are offering this one, this will be coming under black anodized. So if you are ordering this one, this will be coming with this pack. So this will be coming as a black anodized. So top and bottom will remain black or a silver, but cannot be a mismatch. This will be black, this is a silver, or this will be a silver, and this can get a silver. So you cannot get it silver. This is always get in a black. So when you are using in the bottom is a black, the top rail also need to be a black, and this is a silver, then it's going with the silver. So in a as a fabricator, this product code or this product code, this come with this. So while ordering this one, you will by default this rail will be coming together, and for if you are opting or offering the purchasing this one, you will be getting same color of this. So these are two different SKU. Top SKU is not differentiated right now. We are planning to differentiate to make clarity, so there will be no confusion in whether this will be coming in a black or silver and mismatching in the supply chain. So that is under procedure. You make a different SKU, but at present the same SKU. If you are offering this one, you are also getting this one, and while you are offering flush one, you are also getting the top one with the flush one option. So that was the top and bottom. Now we see the straight line, sight line for your center part. So now it will be coming around 206. So 206 is your the vision part for your sliding folding. So this is the sight line for your
One
sliding
chapati and
folding.
palak.
Anything now? Question for sliding folding? Any question?
Yeah, I mean, internal application as well as external application, both we can use sliding folding. Only some arrangement to be done in when it comes to the flooring part. Correct.
Yes, 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 yes. You can use.
Okay. Thanks.
Then another product in the luxury range is a lift and sliding. To lift and sliding, we have tested for 2.75
Sorry, evening.
kPa. So this is the best product. That's why you see the Viva scoring is 10. Wind is 10, water is 10, air is 10, because water tightness is 600, air tightness is 600. So we are giving 100%. You will be getting water tightness and air tightness. 600 is a very good parameter is respective to other system companies. So this will be very best performance of the sliding folding. So if you talk about the limitation, so here we are giving the 3.6. Here you mentioned 3.5, but you will be getting at 3.6 meter. You can make a maximum height of 3.6, and single sash you can make up to 2 meter. So you can make a 2 meter by 3.5 is a single sash. The glass thickness minimum start with 10 mm. You cannot go for 6 mm or 8 mm. So minimum you go with 10 mm and go up to 32 mm DGU. And then if you talk about the interlock, so interlock you will be getting 20 to 29 mm. If you talk about the weight capacity, the ruler designed for is for a 400 kg capacity. So you will be getting 400. Then uh, we talk about the typologies. Here you can make these 5 typologies where you can get 2-track 2-shutter, 2-track 3-shutter, 2-track 4-shutter, 3-track 3-shutter, or 3-track 6-shutter. One important point to note here is in 2-track 2-shutter. In 2-track 2-shutter, the interlock will be a slicker one. Like if you see in a ETP SD or the sling means 20 to 25 m, that will be visible. You can see in the interlock. But in the 3-track system, or you will be in a 4-track, on the 4-shutter or 3-shutter or 6-shutter, the this interlock is not going to be same. This will not remain the same. Why it is not remain the same? Because in the lift and sliding, the main purpose of lift and sliding is to lift and then slide. To lift the shutter, you need a handle. So handle is required in each shutter. In this 2-shutter, there is no problem. Handle is coming here and here, so interlock is normal, is okay. But in this case, your handle is coming, one is here, second is this position or this position, depending upon the orientation. So left or right, if there one panel, you need a one handle, and then third handle will be this. So three parallel, three handles. So handle is the block body, each and everything required a bigger section. So here you need to use the same section which will be using at the handle section. Similarly, in this two track four shooter also, one handle is coming here, second handle is coming here, third handle is coming here, and fourth handle is coming here. So in all four shooter you have a handle, but in this interlock you will be getting a slimmer one because you don't need put any handle. So here you can get a sleeker interlock. Similarly, in three track three shooter, here you need a handle section. Then again in the center panel you need a handle section. Then this here is a handle section. So all these three parallel, all we need to have a bigger profiles. So the design and the symmetry of these profiles are different for different orientation. So I will show you some section detail. If you see this, this is a normal two track two shot. This is your handle section, which will be coming at the outer frame. This is your interlock section. These are the different interlocks, which we are talking about 25 to 20 mm. So this is the standard one, which will be offering in the two track two shutter. But when we talk about three track three shot, this is the condition. If you see, this is the design cutout at 3. So here you need a bigger. This is 78 mm of interlock is coming because you need to put your handle, and this projected handle will be coming outside. So this will be the condition is going to be at 3 track 3 shutter. So this is the bigger handle section is coming. In case of center opening, you will be having this kind of two handles. One is your handle is coming on this section, another handle is coming on this section. So these are the basic variant that you need to understand. Key this will be coming a bigger one. Then if you talk about the sight line, so if you talk about outer frame size, it is a 105 by 45 mm. And if you talk what is the visible part, that will be 115 mm. This 150 mm is visible. If you talk about height from the floor to till the glass size, it will be coming around 115. So you will be seeing outside left or right is coming around 15 and 5. In the top you will be getting 132 mm. In the top you will be getting more. Okay. This track height is 45 mm. So that is about lifter slider. And slimline, we are not going with this slimline. The slimline, some upgradation is ongoing in the design department. So once the updated product will be available, we will be sharing the updated one. We roll out, but till the time we will not offering any kind of slimline in the market. We will be holding the slimline for further uh, notice. So slimline will be obsoleting, or will be making a new sliders, sliding folding with a different specification, different sizes. So this is we are skipping. So now we have a premium range. In premium range we have two product. One is your ETP and another one is a casement ETP CS. ET means Eternia, P means premium, SD means sliding door. So that was if we talk about structural test parameters. The window is tested for 2.5 kPa and this system is also tested for the 3 kPa also. But in 3 kPa we have water tightness will go increase to 600. That's why you will see here you have two different classes. One is 7A, another is 9A. You have two different. It's a 600 Pascal and another 300 Pascal. So 300 Pascal, which we are offering for the retail market, 600 Pascal is for the project because there is a different section will be used in the bottom, which we are not offering in the retail. What air tightness is your 600 Pascal. And if we talk about the size limitation, we can go up to 3.6 meter height. You can have a single width of 1500, 6 to 26 mm glass. You can go. Now we increasing this 26 mm to 28 mm DGU. So now we can go with the 28 mm DGU also. But in window maker, it's not live. So we are trying to make it live in another 10 or 20 days. So you can offer 28 mm glass also in your sliders. So sideline of this profile remain 20 to 29 mm. Maximum weight capacity is 200 kgs. And then this system is also, we have two variants. One is ETPSD. This is going to be absolute in another 3 or 4 months. We have improved the outer frame. We have changed the outer frames. So in this outer frame, previously people are facing issues with the movement of rollers. The reason identified is we have a B groove mechanism. The track is V shape. So the friction is more, movement is tight, the V shape, and the after extrusion is coming around straight. So there's a tight movement of the shutters. So the system is changed to ETP SD upgrade. If you see in the window maker or whenever there is a training of window maker, please ask them to show you ETP SD upgrade. In ETP SD upgrade, we have changed the outer frame. Shutter will remain the same. The outer frame is changed. We have changed the outer frame. Size will remain the same, 90/45. Only the cavity of the track we have changed, where you can get a better movement, the quality movement. So that you have to follow. Instead of ETPSD, you have to go with ETPSD upgrade. The limitation will remain the same. Each and everything will remain the same. There you will be having the higher weight capacity roller also for this access track, and access roller option is also available in that. So that is the additional advantage. So please explore that option. Uh, Please order new orders with ETP SD upgrade instead of ETP SD. These are the various options. Yeah, yeah, Rishabh.
Is there any pricing difference between ETP SD upgrade and
No, no,
ETP?
no.
Okay.
It's a minor difference, 10 rupees, 20 rupees difference. It's almost there is a little bit difference in the weight of our outer stage. So there's not much as compared to size. It will be around 10 or 20 rupees per square foot is increase,
Got it. Got it.
not more than that. So it's not that application, but you will be getting a better performance. Okay, that is the more important today. And then the neatness and the cleanliness. So we are going to close this ETPSD in the window maker also. Once it will be roll out, or you can say the inventory will be exhausted, then we will close it. So in premium, you have multiple sections available. You have a two track, you have a three track, you have a multi track options. But in upgrade, you don't have a multi track option. That is a disadvantage. We are not offering any multi track option in upgrade. So instead of giving a multi track, we will be coming up with the four track. So you will be having two track, three track, and four track. So four track is, I don't think so it is extruded, but it's already developed. Maybe it's under development or it's developed extrusion or trial something is happening. So you will be getting four track. But in ETPSD you will be having a multi track option, so you can have a four track option, 2+2, and these all options. So you can make it top bottom, you can make it in upgrade also in this also. Corner shutters and sliders will be adding in the upgrade also. That is going to be upgrade में add होगा corner के लिए. Then you have a center opening, that also we going to be changed a little bit. We increasing the IX value so that it can go up to 3.5 center opening. So these are the various things which will be going to be implemented in upgrade. But till now you will be getting two track, two shutter, three track, three shutter, multiple various option and combination mesh shutter you can get it. So few non-typical designs we will be going to add in the upgrade later by another 1 or 1 month. So these are the various sideline. You can see this is a two track option. This is 90 and 42. So the this is your interlock where you have a four type of interlock. This is your handle section with the reinforcement. So above 3 meter, your handle section going to change like this reinforcement handle section. And this is the various combination of your interlock. In right now you see this a four type of interlock. We will be absoluting the second this third one. We are going to remove this one. So this is going to be discontinued. Only you will remain the flush. Then 78 mm. Then you have a 120 mm. So you will be having this 90 mm going to be closed. We are going to discontinue this because there is a multiple inventory is coming, so we want to reduce this inventory, multiple inventories. So this is going to be discontinued. So you will be having a flush one, you will be having a little bit bigger one, 70 mm. Then you will be having a 120 mm is the maximum size. This is your center opening option, and this is your corner sliding. In this, if you see, this is the profile. This is going up to only 3 meters. This design is up to only 3 meter height. But we have checked structurally, if the wind load is lower, if you can say if it is a wind load is only 0.8 kPa, then you can go up to 3.6 meter with this center opening also, that you can go. So we'll check and we'll implement in the window maker also. Theoretically it's passed, theoretically it's going well, but trial need to be done in the factory first. Then once its trial is done, we'll implement in the window maker. So you can offer this point 3.6 meter height center opening with 6.8 kPa. And for the upgrade, we are increasing the size. We are increasing this size to increase the capacity, or there is a provision of the inserts so that can withstand to 2.5 kPa also. So that was in the development. So this portion profile we are going to add in upgrade, and this is your center opening. Here we will be going to add some adapter to make it um, can go up to 3.6 meter height also with the new system. Then it's come around ETPCS. In ETPCS, we are offering 3 meter height and 1200 is the maximum size of a panel. So 1200 by 3 meter panel you can make it. Glass thickness you can go for up to 32 mm. In the openable you can go up to 32 mm. On the fixed you can go up to 30 mm or 36 mm. In between you will not having any kind of a bidding arrangement. So you have a 30 or 36 mm. In the openables you have a 32 mm. So here you will be getting a weight capacity of a sash will be 180 kgs. So hinges are designed for 180 kgs. Here we are coming up sooner. We will be coming up with the two option which we have already trial has been done. One is your concealed hinge, auto closing hinge. So what that means, auto closing hinge? That means hinges we are going to replace with the new hinges, and that will help in your door closer. So you don't need any kind of a door closer. That hinge itself having the capacity of door closing. So that is going to be add in your system but not present. We are working on it. SKU is generated. Once the go ahead will be given to us, we will be implementing in a window maker. So that is going to be add one option. Another thing which we will be going to add in this ETPCS is your but that capacity up to 120 kgs. Here it is 180 kgs. Uh, the wind load, the system is designed for 2.5 kPa and the water and air tightness is 750 pascals. Here we have a three type of flooring options. One is your with threshold, without threshold, or low threshold. So these are the three type of threshold options which we will go one by one. And another point, up to 2.8 meter, 2.4 meter, up to 2.4 meter, the shaft size will be 88 mm. Above 2.4 meter, you have a 100 mm shaft. So the bigger size, you need a bigger shaft, and for the smaller size, you have a smaller, or you can have a 88 mm shaft. So this is the two difference you will be getting. Typologies, you can make any typologies, whatever the option you can think, you can make it. So this is a typical window section. This is called 88 mm. If you have a bigger section, you will be having 100 mm section. So here you will be having, this is called a without threshold. You see there is no member in the floor. This is without threshold. Then you have a low threshold. This is called low threshold. And if the top profile is rotating in the bottom also, that means the full threshold. So these are three type of threshold will be available. And if we talk about the windows, in windows is another one point we will be clearing, and we will giving, try to give inside openable, you will go with your hinge, no problem. But if you are opting for outside openable, try to give it in the friction stay instead of hinges. Always make openable, outside openable with friction stay instead of hinges. Friction stay is more user friendly as compared to hinges. Reason, in hinges you need a friction restrictor arm. Restrictor arm is are of two types. One is 45 degree, one is your 90 degree. By default we are offering 45 degree, means your shutter will be opening only 45 degree. So when you are opening 45 degree, you will not getting the 100% opening. So you go with the friction stay. So you will be getting a 90%, 90 degree opening and 100% opening. So we cannot go with a 90 degree friction restrictor arm. Reason that the quality is not designed for that particular weight capacities. So that is not useful. That's why we are offering only 45 degree friction restrictor arm. If you go with the friction stay, you do not need any kind of restrictor arm, and then you can easily operate. So up to 750 mm width, up to 750 mm shaft width, you can go with the friction stay. Above 750, then you have to go with the friction this hinges. And this also hinges, we are coming up with another option that is called that was automatic restrictor arm kind of a system. So that is under development. So once that will be done, we will be adding to the system. But till the time you have to go with a friction stay up to 750, above 750, then you go with a restrictor arm. Because as the bigger the panels, you are difficult to close your shutter because you cannot reach your hand up to the and last point because your shutter will be going to open more than a 90-degree. So you need to be keep in your mind. So rest parameter will remain the same. If you talk about the section side, it is a 51 mm. The outer is also 51 mm for the door or window. Only the height and this cavity is going to change. This is your 73 mm. In the door, it is 83 mm. And this is available inside and outside openable. Then this is essential. We will cover it tomorrow. Now you can open for question. Any question you can ask.
Amritji, Rishabh here. So,
Harsh.
a couple of questions. So, basically, what is there in the brochure? What is there in the printed brochures? Those dimensions vary a lot with what you were showing in a lot of places, right? And apart from that, from your knowledge, you said that it can also go up to, let's say, 3.6 meter, right? The height versus 3.5 meter in the past, right? So all of these variations are there. So how do we get access to the exact limitations, for a particular, variant of Windows and all that, right? So how do we get that?
All variants are already marked. 3500 is the standard that is mentioned. 100 we are giving as a technically we can go up to 3600 because we are not talking about in when we are talking to we are talking about ki chalo we will be giving you a 12 feet height. When you are talking about the 12 feet height, it will come around 3600 like that.
Got it.
So in that scenario, it is a contradict the statement. So 3500 is a standard that has been identified and make it like that. Then the people will be coming in. 12 feet आपने बोला you are giving only 3500. It is not coming up to 12 feet. जो we are market में बोल रहे थे. So we said कि ठीक है 100 we can have and the cushion we can make it up to 100 plus 7.
Got it. Got it.
I have a question regarding trackless systems. Do we have trackless systems as well?
Range will be going to change. Then with new material or marketing material will be circulate and that will be you will be getting because we will be going to increase our product portfolio or sizes based.
Yeah, my question was clear. Like the trackless system is about to come, which I could understand. Is it? Hello.
Hello, yes.
Yeah, I was asking, is trackless system like you? As I could hear, there was a bad line. Is in R&D and is about to come? Is it
Which which one?
trackless sliding system?
No, trackless is never we are always coming with a track only. We are not going to come up with a trackless.
Okay.
There are something which will be coming for the internal partitions or internal that was too far to have right now. Okay.
Oh,
So that will be going to be the internal partitions that will be coming under. But as exterior, we are never offering any trackless product. We all are offering with a track only.
that's correct. For external application, it is not technically viable also to give a
Yes.
trackless
Yes,
solution.
yes, yes.
But there will be
Right now we
always
don't offering any internal product now. Right now we are not offering, but we are using the existing product as an internal. So you have to follow the same. It will be using at the outside also. But for the internal partitions, that will be coming another next year and next year of the end you will be getting some product maybe. So that are under key they are well, that will be with the NPD. I'm not aware about key what product they have considered or not. But right now it is not with us and if it is coming that will become under the internal partitions.
there is there are certain requirement in any space, like any home also. So what kind of solution we provide to the customer in, like in the flushed
You can make it
one?
flush now. You can make it in a flush. Floor may you can make it flush. But you for making flush you need a minimum 88 mm or 85 mm minimum floor depth. Cutting the floor depth 85 mm. So that space is available, then you can do it because the existing system of ETPSD or lift and slider. You need an add-on track in the bottom. In the bottom you need an add-on track. If I will show
Mhm.
you one image. So that will be
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Like this. So this is kind of one add-on track will be going to become in the bottom. So this is your 45 mm. Again, you have to use the same one additional profile. Then you have a gutter profile. Then there is a channel. So whenever there is a cleaning or anything, water will be coming that need to be come under this track. So now, if you are using as inside, how you will drain out this water? That is the question. Okay, how you
Okay.
will drain out. You can flush, make a flush. If you are avoiding this member and avoiding this and you can making it flush from inside and outside, then all the dust and accumulated in the this track and this will be going to be always blocked.
Okay.
So
So
it's
basically,
better to explain the
Mhm.
customer whether this will be going to be a challenge. If he's okay with that challenge, you can offer those products, but you have
Okay,
to explain the challenge.
and the total width would be 88 mm. You're saying
No,
depth,
no. This height
depth.
is 88 mm with the drain channel and gutter, and this width is almost 120 mm. It's more than that, I think, because this is on 90 mm and this is all 70 mm. So it's almost 150 mm is
160.
the width, 150 mm approximate. If it is a three track, it's more. So I don't think so. In this big size, people want inside their house. That will be on the perimeter or in the balconies is okay, but I don't think so. They will be okay with that. That's why I'm saying you have to explain the options and this. And another thing in the market, when you go for the internal sliders or internal kind of any windows, they are come more economical as compared to the external one. So your cost is going to be a higher side, and he will not
No, that
able
is
to.
Amitji, that is not the point. I understand that. However, the point was whether how I, provide it this solution as an alternative to what existing in the market is tracking system prevalent at the moment. So
Yes,
that's
this
what.
is the only this is the only thing you can have the
Yeah,
alternate option right now.
got it.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
okay,
Thanks.
okay. Yeah, anyone?
Amritji, very,
Wendell.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just one
Yes, sir.
question. Very informative presentation. A lot of the
Mm,
details about the sections and the profiles.
mm.
I don't personally have them. So would you be sharing this presentation with us after this call ends?
This is very heavy file. What I am asking, or you can reach out to Abhilek. You can
Okay.
put a mail Abhilek because we have all series have a technical catalogs.
Okay.
Not particular this. You have with the series wise with all different sections with the details.
Yeah.
With the fabrication manual, it's a technical manual. It's called a technical manuals.
Yeah.
So for the all series we have, okay, the sizes of these files are too big. So previously I have a discussion with Abhilek to put this on a big screen. So I'm not aware about what stage he is on that. So the access of this will be given to each one.
Got
Okay,
it. Got it.
it's already been discussed and given go ahead to circulate the items, but there will be a little bit plus minus because these are the old catalogs. Something has been not updated on those things. So keep in mind there will be some alteration because the final one will be coming later because the first the product need to be update, then later on the catalog working on the catalogs. So the existing one you can take it from the Abhilek. You can reach out to Abhilek. He will give you some way because we don't have an access of WhatsApp. We cannot. We have a limited access with the this email. We cannot give an external OneDrive or you can give on Teams. We cannot share it. With the security reason, we are unable to share any of the documents. So he has an access of a big screen, and this has been discussed. Key there is a possibility because earlier we are using Eternia Academy. That is now no longer available. So in Eternia Academy, we are uploading all the catalog, technical catalogs, all the informations. So there you can get it. But that is going to be on a big screen now. So just check with Abhilek if you will
Got
be
it.
facing any issue or something. So any information you require, particular, you can ask or reach out. So particular that detail we can share it on the mails because that is small size. Okay, so that we can do that. Anything else? Okay, then this.
This is
Yeah,
failure from Skylight.
yeah, yeah.
Can you give 3500 width in ETP SD if the height is lesser side?
3,500 the width.
If the height is 1800
So you are saying it will be more than around. This is the total width. So you will be dividing it into two, correct? Two
See,
shutters.
yeah, you're right.
You can, but we will be avoiding it. You can have to keep one fixed shutter and another one, the movable shutter. You need to keep it at 1,500.
So you
The
mean to
movable
say
shutter.
we have to keep one shutter fixed and another shutter slider
Yes.
one?
Yes, yes. So you can keep 1,500 and rest the other panel you can increase the size of that.
So can you please explain that any technicality? Why can't we go with the both the shutter slider one?
These are joint issues. The panels are not designed for that particular width. उनके undulation उनकी तरफ से. That's not because of the height. It's about the width. That's
Just for
why we are. That's why I am saying ki we are coming with the alteration, or we can say the new limitation of the windows. We are coming up. So we need to reinforcement the joints. So all the joints we will going to change or some different component or SS or something like that to make it rigid. Because the shutter, as the bigger the width we are increasing, there is a challenge with the stability of the shutter. That's why we are not offering. And we cannot go beyond the limitation. Something is happening that can be done manually, it can be done. But if it is right now, it is not our system, we are not offering right now. So that will be going to happen. We are making some benchmarking, and based on that, we will be sharing that NPD, and then NPD will be developing. It's already been a discussion. So that time you can have a bigger shash, bigger height also, width also. You can have those things. But at present, we cannot.
But the height we are giving up to 3500 right?
The limitation is based on multiple factors. It's not about only that.
Hmm.
It's not only depending upon the height and width. Somebody says we can go with the reinforcement interlock is also getting passed, the bigger sizes also. We are not doing like that. The performance parameters depending upon some parameters. You cannot go beyond that parameters.
Okay.
Okay.
Just a follow up on that. So basically, it's not a in simple terms, it's not the area limitation. It's
Yes.
basically even the width is limited. Even if if you keep decreasing the height also, you can't infinitely
Hmm.
increase the width of the sash, right? That's what you mean to say, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
yes, yes, yes. Okay. If it's any other thing is left, or we can good to close.
Yeah, thanks for the session. And what time tomorrow we'll have the session
Same,
again?
same. 2:30 is the
2:30.
time. We'll be
Okay.
continuing with the essential plus. Essential saying it's essential. And another thing, if you have any question, you can prepare a list. We can discuss tomorrow for those things which can be left today. So we can have one discussion on those things also.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
One
you.
more
Thanks.
thing.
Thanks. Yeah.
Is there any tolerance? Suppose if this width is going some around 3100, I'm talking about the including both the.
Plus minus 50, 60 mm, we can do that.
So what's the maximum tolerance? Only 50, 60 or we can go up to 100 mm?
100 mm, we can do that up to 100 mm.
Okay.
But
Thank you.
that will be come under the production time. But in the quotation, you cannot make it. But in the production time, we can go with a survey module and we change it. So that we can do at the time of production. Okay.
Okay.
So that can be done. So I think that has been already been informed ki plus minus 50 60 mm. If there is any changes, we are already doing those things in the manually also if something has happened. Okay, but always keep there ki wind load should be correct. You will be changing the wind load to just matching the sizes. That's not a good practice. So please avoid those things. If whether it will be winning or losing, it doesn't matter. It's matter the providing the correct solution to the customer. If you are reducing the wind load to making a window cheaper, doesn't make a good habit, because we have given the freedom to make changes in your wind load manually. You are doing those things by default. It's coming 1 kPa, but in the retail it's okay, it's going up to only G plus 2 G plus 4. But when you are going for apartments where you will be at 20th floor, 21st floor, 22 floors, please don't negotiate with the wind loads. Multiple times we have already been informed, so please make sure the correct wind load you will be putting and select कि क्या उसके अंदर reinforcement चाहिए, कोई coupler चाहिए, whatever is required, please do that. Don't eliminate those things to cost cut. Otherwise, later on, it will be going to be a big mess for everyone. To avoid those, please, for the high rises, who is working on those buildings, please make sure the window should be there. In the G plus 4, you can have 1 kPa, 1.2 kPa, that is fine. But as a location waste, it will be a different also. For the Odisha, you can say on the Chennai or coastal regions areas, the wind load is more. So make sure that the wind load is correct to be followed. Okay, guys, I'm closing this session for now. Okay,
Sure. Thank you,
thank you.
Amriji.